Hi, Andrew from Sachs. Should companies force employees back into the office? We know during COVID-19, more people than ever worked from home, and now companies are exhibiting something of a backlash against that, trying to force people back to the office. Well, there are a couple of viewpoints that you could take on this. The first is a moral viewpoint. This is Elon Musk, and he's famous for forcing people back into the office. And in fact, in a recent interview, what he said was that he believed that it was, open quotes, messed up that some people can work from home and other people have to work in the office. He said it's a moral issue, which is an interesting perspective. On the other hand, you have another successful business person. This is Mike Cannon-Brookes from Atlassian. And Atlassian is avowedly a work from anywhere company. In other words, if you have reasons to work from home, you can work from home, provided that the job can do it. Now, we know that certain jobs allow people to work from home, and other jobs, let's say you're a hairdresser, can't be done from home. We don't have a digital or technological way of doing that yet. But what about productivity? Well, in fact, there have been decades of studies, and this researcher here, Gajendran, with colleagues, has been a researcher that specialised in the productivity of people working from home. And a consensus appears to be that if you measure productivity of people in the office and you measure productivity of people working from home, it's slightly better at home than it is in the office. A lot of this depends on the type of person you are. I am an introvert, and in fact I know that I can concentrate better working from home than I can if I'm sitting in an office with conversation happening around me. What about well-being? Is it easy to concentrate working from home? Well, yes, there seems to be good, strong research evidence of that. Slightly higher engagement, less stress and exhaustion, and Allen and colleagues demonstrated that in 2015. But also, interestingly, for those people who think that people don't work as hard when they're working from home, there are blurred boundaries sometimes around work and family. And some studies have demonstrated that too much teleworking can actually lead to less esprit de corps. But I think that the third point is a really interesting one. Some people are just not suited to working from home. So imagine somebody who is an emotionally stable introvert, somebody who is comfortable with relatively modest amounts of personal company, and they're emotionally stable. They're kind of resilient and they don't get upset very easily. Well suited to working from home. What about the emotionally unstable extrovert? The extrovert says that they need company, and the emotionally unstable bit, let's say they're highly anxious or depressed, or maybe they're angry, those kinds of people require personal company in order to feel comfortable. So, should you force people to work from the office? I don't think so. I think there's strong evidence that you can get slightly greater productivity and better well-being on average by causing people to work from home. And is there a moral issue? Well, that's up to you to decide. But certainly, Sachs is a work from anywhere company, and we're going to persist in being so. If you'd like to find out more about how to measure the psychological characteristics that I've touched on in this presentation, click on the link near this video.